An Oregon legislator is proposing a statewide bill that would strengthen protections for children in domestic abuse situations involving guns. The bill has faced some backlash from Oregonians who say that it threatens their Second Amendment right. Fox 12's Leslie Dominique has more from a nonprofit about how this bill would benefit domestic violence survivors.
The sponsor of the bill says currently in Oregon, it is up to the judge to decide if an abusive parent is permitted unsupervised time with children. And under the proposed bill, domestic violence survivors would have more say in the matter.
We do hear about it fairly frequently from survivors that we serve.
Here at a Safe Place Family Justice Center, the director of Clackamas Women's Services, Melissa Earlbaum, says it's not rare to learn that someone who commits domestic violence uses a gun as a form of abuse. She says it's not just about the frequency in which it happens, but also the high lethality risk factors for DV victims trying to flee.
Of the women who are murdered, 44% of them are murdered at the time they're leaving, and then half of those occur with a firearm.
A proposed bill sponsored by Representative Paul Evans of Monmouth aims to enhance child safety in domestic abuse situations involving firearms.
I'm going to open a public hearing on House Bill 2774.
House Bill 2774 directs courts to prohibit unsupervised time with a child for a parent who has committed abuse involving the illegal use or brandishing of a gun. This is after a judge determines the validity of a DV claim.
And I take very seriously this world that we're finding ourselves in, where somebody can use a firearm in such a way and have it not in the factoring for whether or not the children are safe.
The proposed bill has not come without resistance. Over 20 letters were submitted in opposition to the legislation. One critic felt that some of the bill's terminology was too vague. Another was concerned that the bill could be, quote, used as a basis to rob parental rights. The vast majority against the legislation were worried that it would violate their rights to bear arms. But Representative Evans, a gun owner himself, disagrees.
It is a bill about child safety. It is not a bill about the Second Amendment or Article 1, Section 27 of the Oregon Constitution.
Additional safety measures under the bill require that an abusive parent refrain from using drugs or alcohol for 24 hours before visits and complete a court-ordered intervention or counseling program and be prohibited from overnight visits. Reporting in studio, Leslie Dominique, Fox 12 Oregon.